Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on another team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the SMU Mustangs offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
On the ground, it's Galladay. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Galladay. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Wake Forest's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it
go. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connors. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Got the first down. Looking for more. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a Heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Running back searching for a hole. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for space. It's Galladay. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Illegal block. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're setting up the screen. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Connors. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Connors. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And guys, that 3-ball has us all tied up here in the second. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Complete to the right. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wake. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gandy. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the right. It's complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Oh, he's got some space. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, I think the defense was expecting them to throw the football there. Instead, they run it, and they pick up a big chunk of yards.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. That kind of running, still short of the first down.
Yeah, it's a good job by the offense, though, kind of running the ball at a time when the defense wasn't extended.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Defense in press coverage. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Connors. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cherry. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Turning it on. Delivers the stiff arm. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense is going to try to run the ball again here.
He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that. Now, deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put... They get through, and it's blocked. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Allen. The quick out. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Mustangs have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to blast their way in. This time they stop in behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU! The extra point here would tie the game.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Makes the grab over the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to pass, it's Allen. Gets it to him on the screen. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mustangs want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gandy. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. from the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The official... The deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Hauls it in. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Algier. Plows through the defense. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connors. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. To the air, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Galladay. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Quickly complete. Hard running there. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Makes the catch. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense under...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Demon Deacons are on the move.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. This
catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Avoids pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The give from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are